Are you struggling to stay focused while preparing for post-UTME, or you don't have the drive or the motivation or the discipline to even pick up your book to study for post-UTME, or you just feel so down about post-UTME? Well, just know that you're not the only one with this. I also struggled with this while preparing for my post-UTME, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can come out of this cycle of demotivation, how you can study effectively even though you don't feel like it, how you can increase your discipline levels and get studying. Tip number 3 is my favorite tip and you do not want to miss it, so stay to the end. Like this video and subscribe if it's your first time on this channel. The first thing that actually needs to be done if you want to get studying for post-UTME, even though your motivation to study is really down, is to change your mindset. Have a mindset shift, because you have this mindset that probably you did well in the JAMB examinations and you do not need to put in so much effort in post-UTME, but you feel like post-UTME is not so much of a complex exam. You're not going to put in your best to study, you're going to see it in a mediocre way, and that's not the best approach while studying for post-UTME. Rather than seeing post-UTME as an exam that isn't so necessary, that isn't so competitive, that you don't need to pay so much attention to or study so much for, that is just like a waste of time, see it as an exam that is actually going to get you the admission you want. See it as an exam that is very competitive, that if you don't focus on this exam, you're not going to go anywhere. Just like how you saw JAMB as the first step to getting admission, see post-UTME as the final and only step to getting that dream course you want, because if you don't get it, you're going to be miserable, and post-UTME is the only way to achieving that. So change your mindset and see things in a different perspective, because the way you see things affects what you do. When you see it as a very competitive exam and as the only way to get the course you desire, you'll be pushed to study even though you don't feel like it. You'll be pushed to put in your best and get everything going smoothly. We're getting close to my favorite third tip, so don't go anywhere. Now for the second tip, visualize the goal. You know what it means to visualize something, to see something that hasn't happened yet. See yourself getting admitted, see yourself getting the course you desired, see yourself in the university, see yourself interacting with new people on campus, learning, doing cool things you wanted to do if you entered the university. See yourself doing all those kind of things. That kind of vision can only happen once you're serious for post-UTME. And if you're not serious and you don't get what you want, see yourself having to wait another year at home because you didn't get the course you wanted, or because you didn't get admitted at all, because you weren't focused on post-UTME. Just imagine that. That's so disheartening, and I know you do not want that. So visualize the goal, visualize what will happen if you don't focus on post-UTME, and visualize what will happen if you focus. You definitely do not want to stay at home again. You definitely do not want to take JAMB again. And if your problem is that you scored high in JAMB and the motivation for post-UTME is low, I just have one advice for you. Scoring high in JAMB doesn't necessarily mean getting admitted. If your school takes post-UTME, then please, my dear, you have to get grinding and get going. Now for my third and favorite tip, and that is to use temptation bundling. This terminology actually came from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, which I introduced you guys to, and it involves pairing a habit you want to do with a habit you need to do. Maybe you want to scroll on social media, you want to play football, you want to do something else that you find fun, but you don't find reading interesting, you don't find it necessary, you don't find it cool, but you need to do it because you have post-UTME to write. So pair the two habits together. Only press your phone, only play football, only do that thing you enjoy doing once you must have studied for at least 1 hour. Like, it's so cool. I actually practiced this and it made me even more productive. This method is so legit for building better habits, building better study habits, to study for post-UTME even though you don't feel like it. So if you're feeling no need, I don't care, I don't feel the urge or the motivation or the discipline to even open my book, then that thing you always want to do, that you find so much satisfaction doing, pair it with what you need to do, and what you need to do is to study. So only play football after you have studied, only go to wherever you want to go after you must have studied. Just be devoted in doing this. You know how to push yourself to do things, right? So do it, and this should be your favorite tip, so stick with it and come thank me later. Finally, I want you to use reminders and use your phone as a tool that will keep you going even though you may not want to. Set timers on your phone. Just optimize your phone in a way that once it's this time, my phone gets turned off totally, my phone goes on focus mode and I won't be able to use it anymore. Once it's this time, I have to study. And I want you to also take a look at success stories and take a look at non-success stories. Go on the internet and search for high jam scorers that didn't end up getting admission. Do you know how you feel when you see such a thing? You'll be like, oh more, that means this my jam score no even matter. So do that and your desire to study will triple, because you'll be like, man, this thing I can't stay another year at home. I can't do this any longer. I can't write the jam again. I can't, with my high score, everybody knows that I scored high and I will still not gain admission. That would be so. Let me tell you, the future you will thank you for being a disciplined person now, for putting off your gratifications to study. Let me know if you started preparing for post-UTME. Put it down in the comment section and tell me how you feel about your whole preparations, if you're enjoying the process or if you feel really demotivated. But I bet that after watching this video, your motivation or your discipline will strike up, because that's what you need. Discipline over motivation, guys. I bet you must have enjoyed this video, so click the like button and subscribe if it's your first time on this channel. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.